Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, not to the jarring sound of an alarm clock summoning you to a job you no longer love, but to the soft ping of a notification on your phone. You pick it up, wipe the sleep from your eyes, and see a deposit alert from your brokerage account. $500 just hit your checking account. You didn't drive an Uber in traffic for it. You didn't greet customers at Walmart for 8 hours on your feet. You didn't even leave the comfort of your bed. Your money went to work while you were sleeping. It pulled a double shift, and it just clocked out with a paycheck specifically for you. Now, imagine that happening again next week, and the week after that. This isn't a fantasy reserved for the ultra-wealthy. This is the practical reality of building a passive income machine. And for retirees over 60, this isn't just a luxury or a nice-to-have. It is a survival mechanism in an age of sticky inflation, rising healthcare costs, and an uncertain future for Social Security. Most people, and I see this every day, enter retirement with a scarcity mindset. They think that the day they stop working, the income faucet turns off forever, and they have to survive on whatever water they manage to store in the bucket over 40 years. They live in fear of the bucket running dry. Today, I am going to show you how to turn that faucet back on. We are going to build a concrete roadmap to generate an extra $1,000 a month in safe, reliable, passive income. We are not talking about risky crypto schemes that could wipe you out, or starting a complicated business that takes 80 hours a week and adds stress to your golden years. We are talking about sleep well at night strategies designed specifically for the silver economy, focused on capital preservation first and income generation second. Give me the next 25 minutes, and I will walk you through the 4 pillars of passive income for seniors. We will look at the dividend aristocrats that have paid investors through world wars, recessions, and pandemics. We will demystify the bond ladder strategy that acts like a personal guaranteed pension. We will have an honest, nuanced conversation about reverse mortgages and home equity, and whether your house should be paying you rent instead of you paying it taxes. And we will even touch on digital real estate for those of you who want to use your lifetime of wisdom to generate cash flow without leaving your living room. My name is Bill. I built Retirement Planning TV not as a financial advisor selling you commissioned products, but as a financial educator empowering you with the objective truth. I have spent decades analyzing what works and what doesn't for retirees, and my goal is simple: to help you secure your financial freedom so you never have to worry about outliving your money. Whether you are looking for the best retirement investments for seniors, trying to figure out how to create passive income after 60, or simply searching for retirement income ideas that actually work in the 2025 economy, you are in the right place. Before we start building your income stream, here is our standard disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only. I am an educator and analyst, not your personal financial advisor. Every portfolio is like a fingerprint. It is unique. Please consult with a licensed professional, CPA, or tax attorney before making financial decisions. Now, let's get your money working for you. The first pillar of our passive income fortress is what I call royalty income. But instead of writing a hit song or a best-selling novel, you are buying a piece of a company that shares its profits with you. We are talking about dividend growth investing. But for seniors, we don't just buy any stock that pays a yield. We avoid the yield traps, companies paying high dividends because their stock price has crashed. Instead, we look for the aristocrats, a dividend. Aristocrat is a company in the S&P 500 that has not just paid, but increased its dividend payout for at least 25 consecutive years. Think about that consistency through the dot-com bubble, the 2008 financial crisis, the COVID crash, and the inflation spike of 2022. These companies raised their pay to shareholders every single year. These are boring, reliable businesses. Companies that make toothpaste, sell groceries, provide electricity, and manage waste. They aren't flashy. You won't hear about them at cocktail parties, but they are absolute cash cows. Here is how you generate income from them and why it is superior to just selling shares. Let's say you have a portfolio of $300,000 invested in a diversified basket of these aristocrats, yielding around 3 to 4%. That generates roughly $900 to $1,000 a month in cash, deposited directly into your brokerage account. And the best part? You never have to sell a single share to get paid. The golden goose stays intact while you eat the golden eggs. But Bill, you might ask, what if the market crashes? That is the beauty of dividends. Even if the stock price drops by 20%, the company still pays the dividend per share as long as it remains profitable. In fact, during market downturns, you can use a strategy called DRIP, or Dividend Reinvestment Plan. By automatically reinvesting your dividends when you don't need the cash for bills, you are buying more shares at a discount, accelerating your income growth. When the market recovers, you own more shares than when you started. This is a mathematical miracle known as yield on cost. If you hold these stocks for 10 years and they keep raising the dividend, your effective yield on your original money could be 8 or 10%. This is truly one of the best retirement investments for seniors who want to sleep at night and beat inflation. Now, let's talk about Pillar 2, the personal pension, also known as a bond ladder. For the last decade, bonds were dead money because interest rates were near zero. But the world has changed. With interest rates normalizing, bonds are back on the menu as a legitimate income source. However, simply buying a bond ETF or fund can be risky if rates rise further, because the value of the fund can drop. The solution for retirees is to buy individual bonds, treasuries, or CDs with different maturity dates. Imagine a ladder leaning against a wall. The bottom rung matures in 1 year, the next rung in 2 years, the next in 3, all the way up to 10 years. Here is the magic of this strategy. Every year, a bond matures and pays you back your full principal plus the interest you earned. You now have cash in hand. You can spend that cash if you need it for living expenses, or you can reinvest it at the new, potentially higher, interest rate at the top of the ladder. This creates a predictable, guaranteed stream of income that is not correlated to the stock market casino. For a retiree over 60, this stability is priceless. It is the ballast in your financial ship that keeps you steady in a storm. You can build this ladder using U.S. Treasuries, which have the added benefit of being exempt from state and local income taxes, a huge plus if you live in a high-tax state. Or you can use Treasury inflation-protected securities, or TIPS, where the principal value adjusts with the CPI. This directly answers the question of how to protect your savings from inflation over 60. By laddering these safe assets, you ensure that you always have liquidity, protecting you from the nightmare scenario of having to sell stocks in a down market just to buy groceries. Pillar 3 is controversial, I know. Whenever I mention it, I get emails. But for many house-rich, cash-poor seniors, it is a game changer that we must discuss objectively. We need to talk about your home equity. You have spent 30 years paying off your mortgage. You sacrificed to own that home free and clear. Now you are sitting on a $500,000 asset that pays you absolutely nothing. In fact, It is a liability. It costs you money in property taxes, insurance, landscaping, and maintenance. It is a dead asset on your balance sheet that is eating your cash flow. One way to unlock this, and the most mathematically sound way, is downsizing. You sell the big 4-bedroom house where you raise the kids, buy a smaller, modern condo or townhouse for cash, and invest the difference into our Dividend Aristocrat or bond ladder strategy. Let's say you clear $200,000 after fees, invested at a conservative 5% yield. That is another $800 a month in passive income. Plus, you drastically lower your utility bills, property taxes, and maintenance headaches. It is a double win for your budget and your lifestyle. Another option, and I say this with extreme caution, is a reverse mortgage, specifically the HECM Home Equity Conversion Mortgage. This allows you to tap into your home equity without selling and moving. The bank pays you either a lump sum, a monthly check, or opens a line of credit. And here is the key. The money is tax-free. You stay in your home. You keep the title. The loan is repaid only when you move out or pass away. This is not for everyone. The fees can be high, and it reduces the inheritance you leave behind. But for a senior with a paid-off home and a small Social Security check, it can be the lifeline that allows them to age in place with dignity. The line of credit option is particularly interesting because the unused portion grows over time, giving you a bigger safety net as you age. Before you sign anything, talk to a HUD-approved counselor, but do not dismiss it out of hand based on old stigmas. For the right person, it is a powerful tool for financial freedom over 60. Finally, Pillar 4, digital real estate and the knowledge economy. This is for those of you who have a lifetime of knowledge and want to share it, but think you are too old for the internet. Let me tell you, you are wrong. You don't need to learn how to code. You don't need to be a tech wizard or do dances on TikTok. But you can monetize your experience. The internet has created opportunities for seniors that didn't exist 10 years ago. Maybe you were an accountant for 40 years. You could create a simple digital guide or a short video course on tax tips for small business owners. You create it once, put it on a platform like Udemy, Teachable, or even sell it as a PDF, and sell it for $20. If 50 people buy it a month, that is an extra $1,000. This is the definition of passive income. Work once, get paid repeatedly. Or maybe you were a teacher, a nurse, or a master gardener. You can start a specialized newsletter on a platform like Substack. People are hungry for authentic expertise, not AI-generated content. They will pay $5 or $10 a month to read your insights on gardening, woodworking, or navigating the healthcare system. If you get just 200 subscribers, that is an extra $1,000 in your pocket every month. This is low-risk, high-reward entrepreneurship. It keeps your mind sharp, gives you a sense of purpose, connects you with a community, and generates cash flow. This is a modern answer to how to create passive income after 60. Your experience is your most valuable asset. Do not let it go to waste. So, let's put it all together. How do you get to that $1,000 a month goal? It doesn't have to come from one place. In fact, it shouldn't. Safety comes from diversity. Maybe you generate $400 from your dividend portfolio. Maybe you get $300 from your bond ladder. And maybe you generate $300 from a small digital side hustle or by renting out a spare room or parking space. If one stream dries up, the others keep flowing. This is how you build resilience and anti-fragility into your retirement plan. But here is the warning, and please listen closely. The internet is full of sharks preying on seniors looking for yield. If anyone promises you a guaranteed 10% return with zero risk, run. If anyone pressures you to put your life savings into a secret crypto algorithm, hang up the phone. If an investment sounds too complex to explain to a 10-year-old, do not buy it. The strategies I shared today, dividends, bonds, real estate, knowledge are proven. They are boring. They take time. They are not get-rich-quick schemes. They are get-wealthy-slowly schemes. And at this stage in life, slowly and safely is exactly how we want to go. We want preservation first and growth second. We are going to dive deeper into each of these pillars in future videos. I will show you exactly how to screen for Dividend Aristocrats using free tools online. I will show you step-by-step how to buy treasury bonds directly from the government without paying fees to a broker. And I will interview real retirees who are generating thousands a month from their hobbies to show you it is possible. This channel is your blueprint for financial freedom. I have a question for you, and I want you to answer honestly in the comments. Which of these 4 pillars appeals to you the most? Are you a dividend investor looking for growth? A conservative bondholder seeking safety? Are you thinking about unlocking your home equity to boost your cash flow? Or are you ready to monetize your knowledge and start a side hustle? Let me know below. I read every comment because I want to know what you need to succeed. Your feedback shapes the future of this channel. And if you found this video helpful, if it gave you hope and a concrete plan, please share it with a friend or family member who is approaching retirement. You might just change their life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a strategy. My name is Bill. Thank you for watching Retirement Planning TV. Secure your income, protect your freedom, and I will see you in the next video.